Cancer, Cancer, the beautiful dancer, how you doing? This is Jen catching you on DTWJLife. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to Leo season. Oh yeah. How are we going to lead is the question. Especially when dealing with all of these retrogrades going on. We got Jupiter, Pluto, Neptune, and a short batch of Mercury. By the time this video is uploaded, we would have overcome the Mercury retrograde. Interesting, darling. Yippee-doo-boo-boo. So, what am I getting? I'm getting the fact that our levels, our energy levels, physical energy levels, are at highs and lows a lot of the time. We either, put in 150% or zero. There's like no in-between on that whatsoever. It's so funny how my hair is contrasting. This side is very demure and well-mannered, and this side is all like, I'll tell you where to go. I love it. That's totally us. That's how we flow. That's how we ride. I know how it is, dude. It's awesome. It's pretty sweet, isn't it? Coming up at the bottom of the deck, we have Mother of Air upright. We're working, interesting, working, not looking. Yeah. We're working on delivering warm messages and messages that actually comfort others from a genuine place, from a place of impeccability and integrity. But instead of sitting back and crying to yourself, who's going to deliver those to me? Think about the fact that it's Neptune retrograde and you need to visit or revisit your subconscious. Oh, yeah, those keep coming up so much. Ouch. It's a little bit painful. It is. Yeah, we got a lot of freaking cards that wanted to come out, so okay. Here we go. The first card has two clarifiers. Lightning inverted is coming up as the first card. If it'll come into focus, thank you. There is no way, shape, or form that we can take action right away on something. And the reason why is because we need to find our own internal source of warm, supportive messages. And this doesn't mean to say that you need to stay in your shell and not look to others that you can speak with. Okay? Don't think that way because you'll destroy yourself doing it. First clarifier. Furnace inverted. Do not be stubborn. Do not be afraid of change. Because it's going to happen with or without you. What? The good part is that you're not alone. And you're letting the chips fall where they may, so to speak. You're still within that energy. Allowing the chips to fall where they may. And they will. You're done with trying to control what you cannot. Because you're more focused on controlling yourself now. I like it. Second card coming up. Son of Air inverted. Stay in that space of finding out how to control yourself. Fire within air. Wow, interesting. Think of those fire cards that just came up. Your desires are being put on hold because there's healing that needs to begin on a very psychological level. Son of Air inverted denotes intellectual immaturity or perhaps an ignorance in some area. But hold on. What I'm seeing is the need to take a pause Because there are things, psychologically, subconsciously, that need healing. During this Neptune retrograde, I personally have been having nightmares, all based on my subconscious. And these are things that are being brought to my attention because I have to work on them. I think it's the same with you. What's happening though next? Open your upright. World card. May as well be. Coming in sixfold. All of your guides, guardians, ancestors, and beloved are around you, which brings you that type of peace that you need going through this stuff, going through everything that is psychological. You do have that. You have Saturn conjuncting Mercury, higher communication. And you're on it. Stern Saturn, you're on it. You're constantly working on it, working through it, constantly in that mode. And that's healthy, actually. It is. Because there are certain messages that need to be sent in certain directions. Having that semblance of direction is very important right now. Fivefold inverted, that's why. But you are going to have it despite some of the odds that are happening. Last card coming up, Fountain Upright. The opportunity to begin all over again and to take action on those things that mean the most to you will arise again. It will. Even when Neptune is retrograding, it will. So don't be worried about it. If you have creative endeavors that you have not been able to work on as of late, due to some stuff that you got to go through, deal with the stuff first. You don't want to bring that into your creativity and your work if it's not necessary. However, if there are certain pieces of that, of your integrity that you can share through your work, okay. Just be sure to do that once you've healed yourself, because delivery is everything. That's like, excuse me. I have to work on getting editing software. I do. Until such point, everything that I put up on here is going to be 100% raw. No editing. I'm not sorry for it. It's like eating a very nice bag of raw almonds. Hits the spot, doesn't it? I like it. Spa inverted. We're looking at discomfort here. Also South Node energy. The discomfort is facing the sternness of Saturn, which rests in the South Node for a while. The need to work on things that we just really don't want to freaking work on, but we have to. To get on to the next thing, yeah. It's creating a sense of discomfort coupled up with lack of passionate direction. That's going to help to reset that clock, so to speak, too. Freeing yourself psychologically, this is the very thing that we need to work on. Old patterns, any negativity, negative situations, crises even, that have hit us in the past. We kind of need to go over that again. Give it a good cleanse, coupled up with the fact that you're not alone and it's okay to ask people. to be around you and to let the chips fall where they may. Sometimes it's needed. Don't be ashamed of it. It's okay. Fruits Upright. I love this card. I do. I love this card. Working to expand. Beautiful. Coming in threefold, we're looking at compassion. Anybody that you do join with or speak with will be compassionate. Only choose those who are. You don't need any less at this point. Coupled up with this Son of Air inverted, so that you can grow in areas that you've not grown in yet. And you will be able to. Son of Earth Upright during Leo season. Interesting. Last season, Leo got this card. So it's kind of like an Othello moment. Now you're climbing the stairs with the torch in your hand. Minding the guy underneath the steps, asking the guy, do you want to come with me? Instead of remaining in your shell, take the psychological discomfort of asking a person if they'd like to come with you while you go to do what you have to do. That's right. You have to lead at some point, coupled up with Open Air Upright. Yeah, you see why this is positive. You're dropping the torch to something. What is that? That concerns me. I will ask. The secret to success is overcoming the fear of leading others and helping others as you lead yourself. This is a rite of passage that you will be going through. Don't be afraid of it. This says, I'm the one whose image is great, and I'm the one who has no image. Our card, man. It's like, listen, you have to do this. Don't be afraid. At the bottom of that, Lake Upright, your daily set of sustenance is correct when doing so. Do not ignore this. Whew, huge. Whoa. That was intense, huh? I'm telling myself this as I'm telling you as well. I know it's a general reading, but some of it hits. It really does. Here we are. I love it. I love it. I love it. Everything is aligned. Ah, yes! I love the third card. Oh my god. I don't know why, but like that's just, I love it. It just came out that, you know, the Oprah's, yes! That so came out. I'm like, I'm excited. Our daily set of sustenance is going to be correct. Those of us who follow through this path and actually see it to completion by the light of the moon and by the sternness of Saturn working on it. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. Because your empathy and compassion minds that person under the steps and says, do you want to come with me? Do not stay in your shell. Do not be apathetic. Do not dwindle into a mockery of humankind. It's not. Oh my gosh. That is so not you. Don't do it. You know why? Judgment point. You're going to be growing. You're also going to be growing as you grow something. Helping yourself while you help others. This is your calling. It's meant to happen. Don't be afraid of it, I said. Don't. Reconcile something with yourself. Reconcile the fact that you are afraid and walk through the door of fear. Because once you do, you will expand. Blindfold. Instead of getting the Fool card, you're getting a Judgment point. It's like, listen, you've grown to the point where you kind of know better already, and you really should be doing this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's kind of what the universe is saying. It's like, listen, you gotta act your age right now, okay? Because we don't have time for this. That's the cold message right there that the universe had to say right there. I'm like, boom. Challenge overcome. Anything that is dangerous, that will not expand, will be extricated. It is finite. It has no place in your life whatsoever because it will not come to fruition. What I really wanted to say is that it would not come through to physical being. So let it go. Coupled up with, because you need to keep this correct, let your guard down. Continue to speak your truth. Continue to follow your intuition, but let your guard down. Let people in. Coupled up with your purpose, your calling. Wow, really, go over the whole thing again if you have to, seriously. Father of water inverted, coming from a place of potentially being impoverished or having to work harder to gain work. Ouch. Coupled up with Desert Upright. It is seen by the universe. It is noticed. And so it is. Again, don't be afraid. Moonchild. Follow your calling. Do not be afraid of it. Go through that rite of passage that you must. You can do it. Bringing out my medicine deck. Because the medicine wheel is your leadership. What leads you and how you lead. Some people, when they see that, boy, do they get offended. Because the human ego likes to connect this animal to something so negative. I don't like that. What I do like is that it comes in sixfold when it comes into focus. Your ancestors, your guides, your guardians, your beloved are all here with you. Snake. This is about transmutation, which does belong to the Neptune energy. While it's retrograding, this is how you're led, and this is how you're going to lead. I'll read it. It says, snake, come crawling. I'll start that again. Snake, come crawling. There's fire in your eyes. Bite me, excite me. I'll learn to realize. The poison transmuted brings eternal flame. Open me to heaven to heal me again. Chiron is going in retrograde July 8th. By the time this is uploaded, you will be experiencing this. So motivate. You will learn this. Coupled with Neptune retrograde, you will learn this. It's going to become a gift. And with every gift comes a responsibility. It's also going to become a craft. Because look, transmutation. Anything that can transmute belongs in the category of alchemy. If it is possible, it will happen. Don't be afraid, I said. Learn it. Feel free to check out the playlist having to do with planetary retrogrades and how to proactively use those. I also have lifestyle content that I am uploading here. Yeah, so apart from my periodicals, I'd like to thank you for subscribing and hitting the notification bell to catch the other content outside of my periodicals. Also, instead of inviting you to contact me for a personal reading, I would like to offer another option. And that is to check out my Patreon page, the first tier. With the first tier, you will get personal guidance, one personal reading every single month sent to you automatically. You will also be a part of a safe community that is not a public forum. Anything that is discussed therein is private. It is a safe haven. What else? You also have the rights to vote on certain things that I would like to roll out. What would you like to see more of? That sort of thing. Your feedback is invaluable to me. So, if, those of you who decide to be a part of my team, you're all very valuable to me, and I accept you. What else did I want to say? I think that was it. Yeah. Apart from that, do know that anything on Patreon is not duplicate content from here or my Facebook fan page. Yeah, definitely, you're gonna get nothing but original content there on Patreon. Yeah. What else did I want to say? I'm trying to think. It's just gonna be really awesome. And don't worry, if you do join me on Patreon on the first tier, you don't have to worry about any contracts. You're not forced to stay there if you don't want to. But if you'd like to stay, be a part of the team and the community, that is always most appreciated and very positive, and I so appreciate it. So until the next video, guys, follow your calling. Be brave enough to do it. I love you. I love all of you. I'll light a candle in a bit. Take care of yourselves. Blessed be.